Hello and welcome back to Paradox Computing. Yes, so this episode's going to be the spotlight on the teleport system. So without further ado, let's get stuck straight into it. And that's the wrong password. Okay, done. Oh man, I'm getting some bad frames. I don't know, hopefully this is watchable. So, here it is, the teleporter. This will get us to every floor in the building. So, just a quick demonstration. We're on level 1 at the moment, so let's go up to level 4. And today, here we are, up on level 4. Oh, wow, this is lagging hard. Is this even playable? My god. What is with Tekkit, man? What is with Tekkit? So level 3. Ta-da. And you can get to any level at any time. There's no sequence or anything. Just random level, any level. Let's go back to 1. So yeah. Cool. So you might have just seen there as well. I'll just point that out. On level 3, when we get up there, at first all the doors are shut, and then the piston doors open eventually. Once once the game catches up with what's going on. Oh, it's incredibly laggy. Okay, so let's go to level 2. This is where all the magic happens. It's a passworded floor, so put that in. Now, actually made all these computers a long time ago, so you may have to bear with me a little bit. Yeah, but let's look into it. So, just on these computers, you just go put in a break password. So that's that. It's a os.pull event raw. You know what I'm talking about. If you watch any of my previous videos anyway on passwords, that makes it so you can't hit Control T. You put os.pull event equal os.pull event raw. Cool. So that's clearing the screen. Sorry. So this is the console. Basically, I should go into the way this teleporter system works. God. Let's go into the actual, before we get into the program, how it is physically in the world. So you've got 2 teleporters on every floor. And I'll get out of this so we can actually just show you how it works. Start up. Cool, so that's now asking us for a floor. Basically, on every level, there's 2 teleporters. Now, this teleporter will be linked to one of the teleporters down on level 1, while this teleporter here is linked up to a teleporter on level 3, and then the other teleporter on level 3 up to level 4, and then on level 4, the other teleporter is linked down to level 1. So if you can imagine a loop traveling around going 1, 2, 3, 4, back down to 1. So we've 2 teleporters in every floor. It's in a loop. Now what happens is when I put in, when I put in 4, so if I put in, say, 4 here, right, you'll see these teleporters turn on. Yep, and then they'll turn off after a second. Now what would have happened just then was the teleporters on level 4, the teleporters on level 4 would have been turned off. That way you'd stop when you get to level 4. There's no redstone signal telling the teleporters to teleport you off that floor. So that's where the loop gets broken, and that's the floor you end up staying at. But you actually get teleported through each of these floors. So even though I'm on level 2, if I hit 1 right now, I will have just teleported up to level 3, level 4, then back down to 1. Except all would have happened in the blink of an eye. Because basically, though it looks like there's only 1 teleporter here, ta-da! There's the second teleporter. It's just under one of these things. And it will still teleport you if you got one of those there. Cool, so yeah, that just makes it look a little bit more flash. So we'll go back up to level 2. So I mean, once you get the idea of how that works, it's the program itself, it's not that complicated. I mean, there's some password stuff obviously, and then you write the cute little interface here. But this works, just quickly, this works because these teleporters have a range of, I think, 1 or 2 blocks, so you don't actually have to be standing directly on top of it. I mean, if I'm standing here, which is not directly on top of it, I'll still get teleported, which is why that works. So if you've got 2 of them next to each other, you just teleport, the other one just picks you up as soon as you arrive at the other one. Easy peasy. So let's go back to level 2. Oh my god, sorry, my frames are just terrible. Jeez. Why is this lagging out so hard? It's not using all the memory I got allocated to it. It's not even using anywhere near it. I don't know what's killing my performance. To be honest, I just don't like Tekkit. I haven't been playing much Tekkit lately. I've been playing like custom mod pack, which is so much better. Anyway, so let's get into let's get into the console here. Oh yeah, right. I can't hit Control T. I've got to type break, and then enter the break password. And that's like that on all these consoles. I've built that in, but you'll see that now in a second. So it's going to be startup. All right, so I've edited startup. Now, so we've got the os.pull event raw, which means you're going to hit Control T. Yeah, clear the screen, blah blah blah. It's all the easy stuff. The server. So this works with basically you got your console on each floor. You've got the computer, which is telling the teleporters to turn on and off on each floor, and then you've got the server, which basically all of them talk to. So I'll show you how that works as soon as my computer stops lagging. Cool. So we've got server 36. So we're going to write up on the screen. Well, I'm not going to go into too much detail on the password stuff. I mean, it's all pretty simple, but basically we're writing on the screen to select a floor, read, easy. Then we're going to send off to the server whatever the user put in. So it's either going to be the floor or the break request. And then if the server's if the server sends back to us that it's a passworded floor, so if I equals pass, so we got QI, yeah, if I is equal to pass, let me just check that, rednet.send, and then we're getting our receive, so Q is just that could be anything, that's just for the ID, we're not checking the ID. Probably should, but oh well. Anyway, and I is going to be the message. So we're either going to get, if we get pass, means we're trying to get to the password floor, and it's going to ask us for that. And if so, look, it's just going to go through all this stuff, ask for passwords, blah blah blah. Honestly, this isn't about all that stuff though. The passwords, if they get it right, if they get it right, then cool. Otherwise, error or connect. Anyway, sorry, just reading through this all. But basically, that's going to just be if we teleport them off the floor or we say, no, that's wrong. You can read through that if you really want. Or else it's going to be, we're going to say, well, you got the password wrong, yeah. And now here, so if E is equal to the password, break pass. So this is the one to actually kill the program. Oh, sorry, wait. This one here was for the up the top. Oh, come on. Sorry, it's running so laggly. This one here was for her if we're going to a password floor. This one, oh my god. It's just, it's almost too laggy to use. But this one here is for if we want to terminate the program. And that's just going to ask the server, the break, so sorry, when I say break the program, that means Control T, end the program, so we get back to the main prompt. And that one's the server's just got that password on it. And if we get back an error, then print no valid selection. Else if I is equal to correct, then it's just going to print up on the screen teleporting. So if we sent it something that's not correct, it's just going to say nope, no valid selection. So yeah, I'll show you that in a second. And if we put it in just a floor that we can go to, no problem, so it's just going to tell us teleporting. And that's it. That was far more detail than I actually need to go into on that. But let's just say I've put in a floor that doesn't exist, like 5. It's just going to say not a valid selection. So yeah, that's the other thing it can do. Cool. Now this is a computer which activates the teleporters. So we'll just go into that really quick. And here we get, this one's really simple. It's just basically, if we receive the message of true, then turn on the teleporter. If we don't, then if we get the message of false, then turn the teleporter off. Not hard, really not hard. So that's opening up the RedNet, and yeah. I really don't think I need to go into any more detail on that. You can see that, it's just our RedNet doesn't receive. I probably should have said this to be true and from the right computer ID. I probably should have put in server, whatever the server ID is in here. But honestly, meh, who cares? It's not that important. I'll just restart that as well. Exit and start up. Okay, and if we can just jerkily make our way over here to the teleport server. So this is where the magic happens. And edit startup. So here we go. So that's the break pass. So that's if we want to on the consoles get into the command prompt or whatever. That's the password it's asking us for. The password server, which is over here. Why did I even bother turning over to it? But that one manages passwords all over this complex. And we're going to ask that one for the password to get onto this floor, level 2. We're also designating which floor is passworded. Here we've got 2. So there you go. At the moment we've only got it configured. It would probably involve writing a table or something if I wanted to get more than one password floor, which I could do, but who cares. Anyway, so this function, send, is what tells all the teleporters to turn on. So, yeah, basically all we've got here is, Y correct. Okay. Don't know, which one's Y? Okay. Well, we'll ignore that. But we got first, second, third, fourth floor, and we're just sending all of them true. Activate the teleporter. And then we've got 76. You may have noticed that those piston doors in level 3, that's just to do with that. I wouldn't worry about that. Don't worry about that. Cool. So, and then we're just going to get to sleep, and then broadcast to all computers turn off. So, yeah, so it's, when they get the true signal, they'll activate the redstone signal and activate the teleport. When they get the false, they'll turn it off. Heap simple. So here we've got the variables assigned. So that's the ID for each floor. First, second, third, fourth. And J, that's to do with those piston doors. Don't worry about it. So we've got y, x equals rednet.receive. So if x, the message we get from one of the consoles, is break, basically we're going to send send it a request for the break pass, so the password to break, in the program. And if that's correct, awesome. If not, false. So we'll send them, yeah, got it right, nope, got it wrong. Otherwise, pass floor, we're just going to check in with the password server. Password server is going to tell us if it's correct or not, and then we're going to send out to the client, basically, yes or no if it was right or wrong. So that's all password stuff, not really to do with how the teleporter works. Okay, and here's where the magic happens. So basically we've got each floor here, and we've got it, if the message we got from one of the consoles was level 1, so if we got 1, then we're going to set that first to 0. If we got level 2, we're going to set second to 0, third, etc, etc. And those are just to do with, don't worry about those. Those are, again, the pistons. Cool, so that was just, yeah, so to turn those teleporters on or off on each floor. Now, the way setting first to 0 works, the way that manages to turn that floor off and break the loop is, if we go back up to the send function, really slowly, oh my god. Okay, good. So here's the send function. We've got correct, true, 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 blah, blah, blah. But we've got each of these levels. Now, if we set that just to be 0, then we're going to send to computer 0 true. There isn't a computer 0. There shouldn't be a computer 0. So basically, that means that on the first floor is not going to get the message to turn on. Therefore, the loop will break, and that's where you'll end up. So, yeah, we'll just call it there. This episode's gone on for a while. But I hope that made sense. Please post any queries, etc. That you have, any comments, any suggestions for improvements. I'm sure there are some ways to do it. I mean, that way I've got them turning on and off. There's a few ways you could do that. That's just kind of the way I chose. But yeah, cool guys. Thanks for watching, and yeah, stick around. There'll be more videos. Cheers. Oh, why'd I hit that? Thanks a lot.